The modern world is a battlefield without gunfire, where your greatest enemy is not another person, but the overwhelming chaos inside your own restless mind. Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary swordsman who never knew defeat, left a legacy written not just in cold steel, but in the profound power of stillness. Today, we search for a timeless answer. How do we maintain an immovable heart and a quiet soul, while the world around us never stops spinning? Musashi taught that true strength is found in the silence between breaths, a mental fortress that no external force can penetrate or ever hope to destroy. We are constantly bombarded by noise, notifications, and the relentless pressure to perform, losing our true selves in the frantic pace of the modern industrial era. To master the world, you must first master the silence within. Let us explore the 5 arts of Musashi to reclaim your focus and your peace. Step into the mind of the sword saint. Discover how ancient wisdom can become your most powerful tool for navigating the complexities of our chaotic lives. Prepare your spirit. We are about to embark on a journey through the 5 arts of stillness that will change the way you perceive your reality. The first art is the distinction between kan and ken, the difference between seeing with the soul and merely looking with the physical eyes themselves. Ken is the physical observation, often deceived by surface-level distractions. It sees the sword, the movement, and the immediate threat, but misses the deeper truth. Kan is the spiritual vision. It is the ability to look past the noise and perceive the underlying essence and intentions of the world around you. Musashi believed that a warrior must train his kan to be stronger than his ken. And you must observe deeply while keeping your focus broad and wide. In your life, this means looking beyond the daily crises and emotional outbursts. Do not react to what you see. React to what you say, what you deeply understand. When you are overwhelmed, take a step back. Observe the situation as if you were an outsider, seeing the patterns rather than just the individual problems. Stillness allows the mind to settle like mud in water, revealing the clear truth at the bottom. Only then can you act with absolute, unwavering precision. Practice seeing the big picture. Do not be distracted by the glitter of the world, for the most dangerous traps are often the most beautiful ones. To master kan is to be 5 steps ahead of the chaos. It is the wisdom of the old masters applied to your modern, daily struggles. Will you choose to be reactive, or will you choose to be perceptive? The choice determines whether you are the victim or the master of events. Musashi's vision was a weapon. By seeing the truth, he removed the power of fear. If you see clearly, there is nothing that can surprise you. Keep your spirit broad and your vision clear. The noise of the world is temporary, but the truth you perceive through kan is eternal and unchanging. Repeat this to yourself as you move through the day. I see the truth, not the noise. Let this be your first step toward total stillness. The second art is dokodo, the path of walking alone. Musashi wrote this as a guide for those who seek strength through self-reliance and inner peace. Dokodo is not about loneliness. It is about the courage to stand by your own principles, regardless of the opinions or the validation of others. Musashi's 21 precepts for the dokodo were written just days before his death, serving as his final testament to a life of complete independence. To walk alone is to find your own temple within. It is the realization that you are already whole, without needing the world to tell you so. And in an age of constant connection, the ability to be alone with your thoughts is a superpower. It is where your most authentic self is finally found. Do not fear the silence of your own company. It is in this stillness that the noise of external expectations finally begins to fade into the distance. Musashi lived in caves and remote mountains, not to hide, but to refine his spirit until it was as sharp and as singular as his blade. Independence brings a peace that cannot be taken away. When you no longer rely on the world for your happiness, you become truly invincible and free. You can be in the middle of a crowd and still walk the dokodo. It is a state of mind where your internal compass never wavers. Let go of the need for approval. The path of the master is often a solitary one, but it leads to the highest peaks of human potential. The stillness of the dokodo is the foundation of self-mastery. It is the quiet confidence of knowing exactly who you are and what you stand for. Embrace your own journey. You don't need 1,000 followers to be a leader of your own life. You only need the courage to walk alone. Take a breath and remember this truth for the rest of your life. I am enough. You are the architect of your own inner peace. The third art is the way of the void, or ku. In his Book of Five Rings, Musashi describes this as the ultimate state of mind. Ku is not a hollow emptiness, but a state of infinite possibility. It is a mind that is free from prejudice, fear, and fixed ideas about reality. Think of a cup. If it is already full of dirty water, it cannot receive the fresh tea. To learn, you must first empty your mind. The void is where the ego dissolves. When you stop fighting for your small self, you become a vessel for the wisdom of the entire universe. Musashi taught that by knowing the void, you know the way. It is the ability to act without overthinking, allowing your natural intuition to take the lead. When the mind is empty, it is ready for anything. It is like the sky clouds of thought may pass through, but the sky itself remains untouched. Let go of your attachments to outcomes. When you enter the void, you perform at your best because you are no longer afraid of failing anymore. The stillness of ku is the ultimate form of focus. It is the center of the storm, a place of perfect clarity and absolute effortless action. Don't try to fill the silence with noise. Learn to sit with the nothingness, and you will find that it is actually filled with everything you need. Musashi's void is the death of the small self and the birth of the master. It is where you find the strength to do what is necessary. To possess everything, you must first be willing to let go of everything. This is the paradox of the void and the secret of stillness. Let your heart be as wide as the ocean and as deep as the void. In this space, there is no conflict, only pure, focused existence. Repeat this mantra as you release your burdens. I let go to grow. Open yourself to the infinite power of the empty mind today. The fourth art is Fudoshin, the immovable mind. It is the ability to remain calm and centered even when the world is falling apart around you. Musashi didn't teach us to be as hard as stone, but to be as steady as a mountain. A mountain does not fear the wind or rain. Fudoshin is the armor of the spirit. It is the courage to face your fears without letting them disturb the deep peace of your inner world. When life throws you into the fire, do not become the flames. Become the steel that is tempered and made stronger by the heat of the struggle. Stillness is not the absence of emotion, but the mastery of it. You feel the anger, the fear, and the joy, but you remain the observer. Your internal state should not be a reflection of your external circumstances. You are the master of your reaction, and that is your true power. Practice being the center of the hurricane. Let the world spin, let the chaos roar, but you stay grounded in your own truth and purpose. Fudoshin is developed through discipline and the constant practice of mindfulness. It is a muscle that grows stronger every time you choose to stay calm. When you are immovable, you become a source of strength for others. Your calmness becomes contagious, quieting the fear in the hearts of those around you. Musashi faced death many times, but his mind never wavered. He knew that the only thing he could truly control was his own internal response. In your daily life, Fudoshin means staying focused on your goals when obstacles arise. Do not let the small things steal your precious inner peace. Rise above the noise. Keep your mind in the sunlight of clarity, even when the storms of life are raging at your very feet below. Own your power. Repeat this whenever you feel challenged. I am the storm. I am. Nothing can shake the foundation of my immovable and peaceful mind. The fifth and final art is the mind like water, or sui. Stillness is not stagnation. It is a dynamic and fluid state of constant adaptation. Water is the most flexible element. It can flow through the smallest crack, or it can crash with the force of 1,000 crashing waterfalls. Musashi believed that a warrior should be like water. Do not be rigid in your thinking. Be ready to change your shape to fit the situation. When you are like water, you are never stuck. You find the path of least resistance, and you move toward your goals with an effortless grace. Still, water reflects the world exactly as it is. A turbulent mind distorts reality. To see clearly, you must first allow your thoughts to settle completely. Adaptability is the highest form of intelligence. Musashi's stillness was never a lack of action, but the perfect preparation for any kind of action required. Be soft on the outside, but strong on the inside. But let the world's problems wash over you while your core remains powerful and directed toward success. Do not resist the changes of life. Like water, learn to transform yourself to meet every new challenge with a fresh and open perspective every day. Find the flow in your daily work. When you stop fighting the reality of the present moment, you find that life begins to support your journey. Stillness is the source of all movement. By mastering the art of sui, you become unstoppable because you are in perfect harmony with the world's rhythm. Embrace the fluidity of your existence. Repeat this as you navigate your day. I flow with life. Let your spirit be as adaptable as water. The life of Miyamoto Musashi shows us that the strongest person is not the one with the sharpest sword, but the one with the quietest mind. Stillness is not a destination you reach, but a path you choose to walk every single day. It is the legacy of a true master. Are you ready to take control of your mind and live with purpose? Bring this ancient stillness into your modern life and watch your world transform. Type "I choose growth" in the comments. Subscribe to join us on this journey of self-mastery. May your mind be still and your